So I got an update on the Pathfinder. Nothing special, but it's been a couple years since I went over the truck, and had some people asking about some of the stuff I've done, so I'm going to go over it. 2008 Pathfinder, factory V8. We'll just start front to back here. So I built this bumper. Got the Apex Harbor Freight Badland winch in there. I went with like a pre-runner style with the skid plate, aluminum skid plate, and a plate bumper. It's kind of a hybrid deal. I believe the last video I didn't have this hoop yet, so yeah, I just stuck that on there. Thought it looked good. Running a Spencer Low racing drop bracket. Pretty standard stuff. It does kick the front forward about an inch, so it keeps the caster in a good spot. Oh god, I'm too old for this. Still rocking the Fox Factory coilovers, still working good. No real problems with that. I have added I don't know if you can sneak in and see there. There's another hydraulic ram attached to the rack. This gives me a lot more power on my steering. So ram assist on independent front suspension is a little bit uncommon. So that's something we've done within the last year or so. I'm really liking that. It's works so much better off-road. I do need to modify the pump a little bit to give me a little bit more flow, since it kind of likes to, if you try to move it really fast, like in a really fast maneuver, it will only go so fast. So there's a little bit of a drawback to that, but when you're off-roading on the trails, it's not a big deal. Other big thing that I've upgraded is wheels. So we've got the Nismo accessory B-lock that they came out with a couple years ago, but I couldn't get rings. So it's like finally I canceled the order on the rings, and I came up with these KMC rings, which have the same amount of bolt holes, but the pattern is just ever so slightly different. So I don't know if you can see that bolt. It is slightly off center. I had to nip the outside of the hole a few thousandths and get these Allen head bolts so that I could use the KMC rings. But they work really good. They look good. They look way better than the Nismo ones because they're billet and shiny. I've also did my kickouts on my sliders. Those get heavily used. Some body damage from trail rides, some custom pinstripes. You know the deal if you actually wheel. Next project is I've been beating on this old plastic bumper pretty hard, so it's probably gonna get a plate bumper soon. Still rocking the M226 out of an Xterra Pro 4 with a little mini truss and a custom anti-wrap bar. Just some regular old shocks off of actually for a JK, but it's cheap to find shocks that fit a Jeep, so easy stuff there. Still Xterra leaves with an add a leaf, Xterra shackles, nothing special back here. Somebody is calling me. We're going to shut them up. Other thing I've done is kind of ditched the spare tire carrier, and we've got a mount off of this seat belt, where the seat belt attaches up here, and then I went through the body, reinforced the plate, and tied in back here. So we got some really sturdy mount for that, and she doesn't go anywhere, and she's held in by the roof and the door and the seat and then that strap, and that thing doesn't move. Then I got my false floor with all my gear under there. There's hitch and axle and tools and all the stuff you need when you're trail riding, an extra CV. You know, she's been treating me good. Got the fridge strapped down here. Got me a bag full of recovery gear. A little bit of power steering fluid because that's leaking a little bit here and there, but you know, it happens. But yeah, that's sort of an update on what's going on with the old Pathfinder. You know, and you know the deal. If you actually wheel, you get that sort of thing. But yeah, she's kicking ass. Hope to see you guys out on the trail. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.